The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. On the move past the 40. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, 68 yards. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board.
choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner. View your team's save snap. Quickly review the league's top performers and the current.
Fellas, we're not done yet. We still got more practice to go. We've had a good week so far. Let's make sure we're the same way. Sunday's opponent is a tough one, so we need to be great out here today, okay?
Ready, break. Ready. Ready? Here we go. Ready. Ready. Hut. Down. Ready. Ready. Here we go. Set. Hut. Hut. Okay, break. Ready? All ready?
this. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
This is the player card. This is your development trait. Here are a player's motivations. How well your team...
Now we'll see what this offense can do as they'll get their first shot here with less than a minute gone by in the first quarter. A first down throw for Young. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. You know, we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now a hit and a loose football. And now headed the other way. They're across midfield. There's the stiff arm. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Young. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there.
Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. They'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. Nope. Eddie Pinheiro on now. He connected on his first, this from 41. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. And no mistaking that sound. Let's see what this defense can do here. Ball at the 18-yard line in the red zone. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. To throw again on second down. Howell under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Washington on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Howell throwing on third down here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Keith Taylor. And the Panthers are going to... A long field ahead of this offense. They'll have to be efficient here with their time late in the second quarter. Looking here for Smith downfield. They've got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw here, Dalton. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And it'll be Dalton again. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be 15-yard line. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the second quarter. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. A potential turning point in a 1-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second half lead? From the 16, Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Howell now to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. John. Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the 3rd quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on 3rd down? Let's find out. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's 2nd down. Andy Dalton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Andy Dalton. Red zone alert. Let's jump back in here. 1st and 10 at the 16. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the back now at FedEx Field. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Dalton now to pass. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a big... The football. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. down to the net. Passing, it's Dalton. This is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly fourth quarter, 6-point game. The kicking team is the one that trails by 6. So they need to recover this football. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They need have to get it. They still do that. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Dolphins and the Panthers, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the champions from the NFC, the Carolina Panthers.
Ready.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Young to throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And with the play clock winding. Timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. After the turnover, it's Tua. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Play action. Here's Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want, because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On the double.
Tua on 4th down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
On, focus.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Boy, and everybody scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. And again, it's Tagovailoa. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Marquez Stevenson. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Super Bowl. And the Dolphins will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. First down, Young. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Again, it's Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He'll return it from the 6. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come...
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Oh, Young loses it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
Yeah, and if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And, oh, he took the hit one-handed. What a grab. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll send the tight end in motion here. To try again after the sack. Young. He's got Mason complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage, Young. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And the Panthers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing, Young. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Tua now on first down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. With a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Dolphins continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time. And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Young now from the 50. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. So first and 10 now from the 30. A play fake. Now Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Mason. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Young now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen from 10 yards out. And the Panthers get a bit closer. And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. To throw once more on second and 10. Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And a rout is on here in this first half. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A first down throw for Young. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down throw for Young. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark. 30 yards. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Rolling, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now Young on 4th down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Javon Holland, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
A 42-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Certainly not what they wanted out of the lock. Start defensively at the 40-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Tua now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Dolphins are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Stevenson now, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He's still on his feet. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Young on first down. That's once again complete to Chark. Touchdown!
check. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jerome Baker.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is...
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 2nd and 10, Tua. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
You can see the time and effort and thought. They have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. There, 31 yards. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And oh, he coughed it up. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Stevenson now is going to bring this out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And we'll see him. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play,
and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Tua going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Oh, good move. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Young now after the fumble recovery. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Young. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 53 yards. And the Dolphins will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Tua going to try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
brings up second and a yard at the 24-yard line.
Now Young. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for two here. And Young's going to throw for this. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the other.
For their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And now here's another interception. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now here's Young. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First and 10, Young. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl. And now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. They'll throw again. Young. That one complete. He finds Shark. Touchdown! DJ Shark with his 3rd touchdown in the Super Bowl. And the Panthers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. From left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Two and now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 48 yards. And the Dolphins are starting to pull away in the fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or what.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Chark with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe the defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good one.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark from 21 yards away. And the Panthers are an extra point away from taking the lead in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Young, he'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone. So they knew what they were doing all along, right? Now the lead 2 here in this 4th quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're at the time of this. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Young now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
The second down throw for Young. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 3rd down, Young from the gun. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Young now from the 50. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Young now. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Chark, 44 yards. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's got a man, complete. 20, 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Young here to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now Young. Open man, once again it's Thielen. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Young to throw. And Sharp calls it in. He's going to have the first down and then some.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Young. Touchdown! DJ Chark from a yard out.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to
come into this game where defense was optional. Well, it certainly feels that way, right?
And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Looking left side, and it's complete. The 30, 10, 5. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That is caught by Thielen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And Young's going to throw it here. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So we'll see what Young and his guys can do here as they walk up for the 2-point try. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
On the move past the 40. Now he's into the clear again.
Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. He flat out can't be stopped.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3.
all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of